That's my understanding of the facts back when they did the revaluation. Council President, I just wanted to, I'm finished responding to public comment, but I was expecting that based on some events at the last council meeting, that the administration was going to talk about a little bit more about the former employee who had keys and to the building, the town hall, and maybe have been doing some things he shouldn't have. I thought maybe there might be a follow-up, and just also follow up on an issue that Mr. Sayers and I had a disagreement on some of my attempts to get some materials up on the town website. So I just wanted to ask if you could ask them
on the second issue, we did talk about it, and legal counsel is looking to work on some language. We did receive some comments and some proposals. So on the transparency issue, we definitely have something soon from our legal attorney. On the first issue, where are we with that case?
Now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we have a former employee who has chaired and organized the Memorial Day ceremony for, I guess, going on 15 years now. Additionally, he has organized and run the Veterans Day ceremony out here in November at Veterans Garden out here. And he was an employee at one point. The previous administration, he allowed him to retain a key for his work with the Memorial Day ceremony. That program and all Veterans Affairs have unofficially been run out of the Deputy Mayor's office down here in the corner of Town Hall. Ralph Panciello, as you all know, our Deputy Mayor and veteran of World War II and commander of the local VFW Hall, has volunteered his time for Lord knows how many years, and those programs have been run out of that office. Coming up to this year's ceremony in preparation, as you can appreciate, we've honored over 300 veterans from West Orange with the New Jersey Distinguished Medal. We are, for what it's worth, though certainly something to be proud of, the state's most decorated community when it comes to veterans who have served in combat, foreign theater, and been recognized with the New Jersey Distinguished Service Medal. So that program does take a little bit to run. It takes quite a bit to put together every year. So our deputy mayor was, as you a lot of you might know, was having surgery and was going to be out for quite a bit, so the office was closed. So we provided a key to that office to the chair of this event, the longtime chair of this event, to put the program together. As we've all maybe to some degree taken that for granted. He's done a great job every year without a lot of time for the administrative staff. Simply tells us where to put the chairs, and we put the chairs. It's unfortunate, but some complaints came in that he was here after hours and maybe inappropriately using the computer. We investigated it and determined that maybe he was here at inappropriate hours. The intent was for him to be here while town was in operation, as it always has been in the past, and as the deputy mayor himself is usually here while during office hours. So we took the keys and terminated his access to the building. We're going to press on with this ceremony this weekend. It's an important ceremony. Councilwoman Spangle mentioned it. And we're going to continue to honor veterans in an appropriate fashion as a community.
Are there any other keys that the employee may have had access to?
No. And that computer is used, for Veterans Affairs. And I say that loosely. We don't have an official Veterans Affairs office, but this town, for a good number of years, and again, something we should be proud of, I think does an appropriate job of recognizing and honoring our veterans. And,
right.
And thanks to Ralph's contributions all these years, we're going to continue to do that. And that office has always been the unofficial hub of those affairs. A lot of the supplies for the ceremonies are in there, and the computer has held a lot of the information relative to that program each year.
Don't forget the coffee that's in there.
And the coffee.
Abe Lando's old office.
Abe Landau's old office, yes.
Yes, Councilor.
If I could, Council President,
yes.
Thank you for the explanation, and I think that goes a long way to answering a lot of the questions and rumors that have been floating around town. I just wanted to ask a couple of follow-up questions, if you can answer them. Is there any other non-employees that have keys to the building that you know of?
Not currently, but as part of the inquiry, and quite honestly, look, you know, we're all human. Do we know everything that goes on? Sometimes maybe we didn't. I never thought when I became mayor, okay, first thing I do is who has keys and get an inventory. Like, I didn't. We didn't change locks. As far as we know, no. But we did find out that it's not unprecedented. You know, we all know, most of us got started in a capacity, some volunteer capacity. There's a lot of volunteers in this community doing great things in official capacity for official sanctioned events. So it's not unprecedented that people have had access. For example, several coaches to this day in various volunteer sports programs have keys and access to field houses at the park. So we did find out as part of this that no, there are no other keys to town hall, but we did find out also that it's not unprecedented in the past that volunteers serving in various capacities did have access to the building.
Okay. Yeah. And thank you. And the other question that I had relates to, I understand that the computer itself was damaged, and I wasn't sure whether that was connected to the rest of the network of the township, such that maybe any sort of virus might have moved on. I don't know about that, but maybe. It
did not, and it you know, damaged, I guess when you're talking IT world is maybe not a great term. It wasn't physically damaged. There was a virus. It's been cleaned up. It did not corrupt any other information relative to the important business we do on a day-to-day basis here for the taxpayers. So no, it's been cleaned up, it's operational, and will continue to serve in one form or another, as it has for years, to store and be the source of the various veterans' activities we do in this community.
And is there any discussion about restitution because the computer had to be fixed?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Anything else?